Alrighty, it's time for me to kick back, watch my stories after a long work week. Alright, how's the internet wrestling community doing? Oh my god! Well, friends, if you couldn't tell by the intro bit, so much has happened over the last week since we were last here on the couch, and yeah, there is a lot to talk about, to say the least. We've got the releases of R-Truth and Carlito that all happened. I want to say that happened on Sunday, I think. Yeah, it was kind of weird. So on Sunday, June 1st, R-Truth and Carlito got released. And they were both just on TV, you know, with Carlito doing the Judgment Day stuff and adding that freshness into the group. Same thing with R-Truth when he was a part of the group. And R-Truth was just in this, like, crazy angle with John Cena and everything. And again, like, R-Truth was kind of the perfect foil for John Cena. If you're not familiar what it is, a foil literally means just kind of a perfect polar opposite, right? So you have this very much beloved figure with R-Truth, just the polar opposite of what heel John Cena is supposed to represent. He was literally the perfect foil for John Cena to really cement the heel turn even more so, because yeah, like, people love Cody, people love Jay, but like, everybody loves R-Truth. So yeah, there was a lot that happened there. So yeah, absolutely crazy, but I'm just grateful that we got all the time that we got with R-Truth over the years. And of course, Carlito too, because again, those were always some of the highlights for me to watch, just because I was always entertained by them. So I just wish them both the best, and again, hopefully we get one or both of them back on our screen soon in some shape or form. And there have apparently been some kind of interesting developments involving the whole Logan Paul CoffeeZilla situation. I'll link some videos down in the description box below, but little interesting. So yeah, that whole situation is still happening right before our very own eyes, and yeah, it's getting kind of dicey. It is getting very dicey, to say the least. Then, of course, there was the whole Roxanne Perez situation with the one crazy Twitter account. I only saw a handful of the posts, but I was like, how do people go on the internet and just say this stuff and, like, you know, create these accounts, let alone, like, actually go through all this stuff? The whole situation was insane and just disgusting. Thankfully, it sounds like WWE was, like, on it, but I just hope that Roxanne's okay, because that is a very terrifying situation for just anybody to be involved in. It's like, what would drive somebody to kind of act up like that? I don't know. I have such a problem with that. And again, I hope that person is held accountable, because that's just not okay. And speaking of what's also not okay, we got more things that are just simply not okay that are happening on the internet too. The internet just going after just the, like, women in general, and well, as a smaller but, you know, still woman that happens to commentate on the wrestling stuffs and does wrestling content, you know, it's like, can we just not go after people, like, in their personal lives and stuff? Can we just not do that? Like, for real. I don't know why people kind of do that. That's always been weird to me. It's one thing to critique somebody's, like, video or anything like that. That's healthy, and that's part of the content creation process. But, like, just personally attacking people and, like, their loved ones and stuff, that's just not okay to me, like, whatsoever. You know, there's not that many of us. There's just not. And you know, we all love what we do, and we have fun with this, and we love our communities that we've created. Again, I can only speak on myself. I'm not speaking for anybody, but that's just something that I've observed too. Even though there's been, like, posts going after, like, some of the women's stuff too on the shows, right? Like, I think it was a couple weeks ago when we were watching the One Money in the Bank qualifying match, somebody wrote a post about, like, how old, like, I think Michin and I think it was Alexa and Chelsea were, and I'm like, they're all in their, like, 30s. Like, that's not old. What are we going on about? Would you have the same energy with the dudes? I don't know. It was just a weird thing to me. It's those off-the-cuff comments that I just have been having a problem with. And then there were people trying to justify bringing back Vince McMahon, and I'm like, did y'all not see what went down with that lawsuit last year? Because, oh my God, just... And by the way, people were wanting Vince back because they were not happy with the direction of the shows or the booking decisions, and I'm sitting here like, oh God. Like, did we just kind of forget, like, everything that happened about a year and a half ago with that lawsuit? And there's still been developments, you know, ongoing and whatnot, and it's just, oh, it's just, I cannot. I simply, I can't justify it whatsoever. It's just that people are getting a little too wild on the internet, and it's just getting to a concerning point. I mean, I know, again, I'm a very small content creator in the grand scheme of things, but, you know, I still have a little bit of a platform, and I just want to just take a moment to make sure that y'all are taking care of yourselves, because it is just crazy out there on the internet in our little community, and it was just getting to a concerning point where I just felt like I needed to address it, because it was just like, this is just getting really concerning to me. And yeah, that was pretty much all I had. I know this was a long-winded intro probably, but we had a lot to talk about because there was a lot that happened. But yeah, I just wanted to address all that, and also added a note to make sure that you're just taking care of yourselves, make sure that you're taking breaks from social media, make sure that you're just taking care of your mental health as well, because your mental health matters. So on that note, we've got a lot to go through tonight. We'll have a little bit of an abbreviated version of the reaction because we skipped over a couple things. I'm kind of recording this after the fact. Again, let's just jump right into it. And again, apologies for the long-winded intro, but we had a lot to talk about. A lot of important stuff to talk about. Alrighty, lovely people, we've got Seth Rollins out here because, of course, just nothing matters at this point with the brand separation. People want CM Punk out here, and well, they could very well get him at some point. I don't know if it's going to be Money in the Bank, SmackDown, what have you, but it's gonna be a thing. I smell shenanigans in this match. Put Paul Heyman in Fortnite. Who did that? So we're chanting for Seth here, and we're supposed to boo him technically, right? No, Seth, you do not need the briefcase. You've literally got, like, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker that could literally just break people to the title. Okay, Seth, but you still have John Cena with the world title on one show, and Jay with the other show, and I don't know which one you're gonna go for. That's assuming that Roman doesn't show up or Punk doesn't show up. I'm just saying. Shenanigans, I could smell the shenanigans in some capacity at Money in the Bank. Okay? I'm trying to follow along here. So they're basically saying that they'll pretty much destroy anybody and everybody in their path. The Bloodline's probably going to end up in your path at some point, right? I would assume so, based on, well, the vibes. Bloodline ain't gonna like you taking over their show, Seth. Although that would be a very interesting prospect, to be honest. All right, Seth, calm down, dude. Why would I be kicking and screaming? I'm all confused. I just don't know. See, this is what I was saying. The Bloodline ain't gonna be happy that you're trying to take over the show, Seth. There they are. They're Solo with his weekend outfit. There's Jacob with the title. We got JC Mateo, Solo, and Jacob. I mean, this looks like a little feud that could be kind of interesting. Roman's the common thread between these two groups if he comes back. And, well, basically, yeah, Punk, Sammy, Jay, they've got their, you know, connections with the Bloodline shenanigans too. And, yeah, you've got like a bunch of fresh matches right here on the screen. So, by default, does this kind of mean that potentially, these two aren't going to win Money in the Bank? We're holding out hope, people. We're holding out hope. Solo's personality is great. But why is he talking for Jacob? Oh, yeah, see, Solo's calling him out. See, Solo he's onto something here. Seth's got his own bloodline. Bronson just kind of smiled at that. Like, yes, I am Sami Zayn. Like, yes, this is totally comparable. Listen, y'all took out Paul Heyman, okay? Y'all took out Paul Heyman. He had every right to kind of leave this whole situation. But see, this is fresh and interesting. I can kind of get behind this feud. So Seth and company, they're the bad guys. Bloodline are technically the bad guys. Who are we supposed to cheer for? And why is Seth making the crowd like cheer for them when they're supposed to be getting booed? Seth, Solo's got Jacob and JC, so I think he's gonna be fine. I wouldn't mess with them, especially Jacob. I'm just all confused about this. Like, what? Jacob actually got success. Solo just, I don't know, he was floundering there for some time and didn't win a title. Jacob technically won a title on the main roster before Solo did, and Solo's been on the main roster for some time. Jacob's his own dude as far as I'm concerned at this point. We've been talking about this. I don't know where any of this is going. This has been a bit of a mess, to say the least. Like, on paper, this looks interesting, but this whole situation's been a little messy, to say the least. Oh, this is the match I want to see. Jacob versus Braun. That would be awesome. Or versus Bronson. Give us one or both of these matches. I'd like to see that. Seth, why are you getting in between Braun and Jacob? Like, that's the last place that I would want to be. I'd be like where Paul is, just right in the corner, ready to escape at any time. Yep, there goes Paul. He's escaping. This was interesting. This was very interesting. This was a mess, but it was an interesting mess. I think because it's like fresh and everything, and I'm here for the fresh feud at this point, while also, you know, everyone is somehow oddly connected at this point. Remember that whole situation when, like, Bronson was kind of helping out the Bloodline, and then, oh, okay, well, there's Jimmy now. But yeah, like, Bronson helped out, like, Solo's Bloodline, which is kind of interesting, right? And then, yeah, that all happened. And then, well, now Seth is laughing hysterically. And while Solo and company, they're fighting. And it looks like we have Jimmy versus JC up next. Crowd's behind, the crowd is very much behind Jacob at this point. We got a lot of fresh faces into this whole situation, so I'm kind of okay with it. So I'm gonna overall give it like, do I want to give it a thumbs up for freshness, or we'll give it like a middle of the road. We'll give it like a half thumbs up because half the time I was just confused by what was going on. And but I am all for a fresh feud at this point. Alrighty, everyone, we've got a Bakersfield Brawl, whatever that's supposed to be. And we've got Piper versus Zelina, which should be pretty good. We've got Alba and Chelsea outside the ring, too. And, well, Zelina's got a kendo stick. She had the right idea. She just, like, went right underneath the ring to get the kendo stick. Okay, street fight rules apply. I don't know why you would toss the kendo stick away. I would just keep that thing in the ring with me. I really would, because you never know when you're gonna need it. It's street fight rules. The crowd's chanting, we want tables, and Chelsea's like, no, we don't. I don't know how true it is, but there was a little rumor percolating on the internet that apparently the Slim Jim logo is now going to be on the tables that they pull underneath the ring. Maybe we'll find out here tonight. I don't know. Oh, Piper caught Zelina after Zelina jumped off the steel steps. Oh, ow! Dry on the apron. Oh, I heard that. Oh, God, that hurt right into the side of the ring there with the screens and everything. Oh, my Lord. Alrighty, people, we've got a steel chair in the corner. Piper's got a chain. I think there's another chain underneath the chair. Yeah, there's another chain in the corner with the chair. Oh, right to that bottom turnbuckle. Oh, no. Oh, that looked brutal. Oh, there's another chair in the other corner. Okay, I didn't see that until now. Oh, what a counter. What a counter. What a counter. Oh, but Piper got out from underneath she's got out from underneath the rope there. Chelsea's just stressed on the outside of the ring. Hilarious, but stressed. Okay, well, Zelina just took out everybody. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. No, that's it. Oh, but there's Alba. And there's Chelsea now. That was freaking incredible. That was awesome. And well, now this happened. Well, they're getting a table out, even though they literally said, like, not to get a table out. Now we'll see if the logos are on the tables now. These two are knocking it out of the park. We're here for it. But somebody's got to help Zelina, right? Oh, yep, there's the Slim Jim logos on the tables. It could be a lot worse. I mean, it's not like it's like right in the middle of the table, but it still exists. Well, there's Giulia. Well, this is interesting. That's one way to go through a table. That's one way to end the match. The Slim Jim table for the win. Is that what we're not calling it the Slim Jim table. It's literally a table with the Slim Jim logo on it. Like, does Slim Jim actually own the table? These are the silly little questions that I have. But either way, this matchup was great. I had fun with this one. And I was very entertained by it. And yeah, I'm very interested to see where Giulia and Zelina is going to go next. Because, I mean, they were backstage a few moments before this match, and well, here we are. And there's Giulia, yep. She's going for that title, okay? Giulia's going for the title. That's what she's doing. She's got her eyes set on that championship. But I think on paper, this could be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. I am very much looking forward to this little matchup here with Giulia and Zelina. This could get interesting. So all of this, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I was entertained, and I want to see what happens with Giulia and Zelina moving ahead. All right, here we go. It writes itself, for the love of God, WWE. It writes itself. All right, what kind of math are we doing? Three's a charm. It literally writes itself. And he said the thing. He's running down everyone. Like we've been saying, I think like Penta and Andrade, they're going to do something crazy. Yeah, that's fair. We like Penta and Andrade. Did we get to the Starbucks drink? Yep, there we go. We get to the Starbucks drink. He's named after a Starbucks drink. Like, how can we... I can't. All right, so we got people we like and then the rest are dummies. He's bringing back dummy. This is not a drill. That would be an interesting feud. I could get behind LA Knight versus Seth just as a concept, as an idea. And he's got Bronson Reed and a Braun Breaker, but I don't trust that whole situation. Thank you. Like, exactly. This is literally the answer for tomorrow night. Yeah, the briefcase is a big deal, especially after Drew fumbled it last year. Nope. Yeah, and that's the thing too. We'll chit-chat about this in a second. This is the correct answer for Money in the Bank. And I like how right as he finished, like, Aleister Black came out and just started his entrance and it got all dark and spooky. Love that. But anyway, yeah, I would agree 100% with this whole situation here. Hilariously, we chit-chatted about this in one of our videos this week on the gaming side, but I actually used to be a math tutor back in the day, believe it or not. Now I just work with data and marketing, and it's great. Do with that information what you will. But yeah, this is insane. I really hope that they do pull the trigger on this whole situation, having LA win the Money in the Bank briefcase in LA. It literally writes itself, and we got like all the like bullet points in this like whole promo situation here. We need LA to win the LA Money in the Bank premium live event in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. See, the fireworks are going off. What is that, 2 weeks in a row now? You can't see. We even here in Cincinnati, like we've got support from the other side of the country going on here. But either way, this was great. It's LA on a microphone. We're giving this a big old thumbs up. I've got him winning this briefcase. It's about time. He's more than earned it. And, yeah. Well, the fireworks outside are still going on, but we've got fireworks inside the ring here on our screens. But yet, they've been making it seem like even before the commercial break, they made it seem like it was a blood feud and stuff. I'm like, what is this? Like, they first interacted, like, last week. What is this? Anywho, I'm looking forward to this. This should be good. This is a match I didn't know that I needed, and we are here with this match. Okay, well, they're acknowledging it on commentary that LA Knight's been the workhorse. Pretty much 24 matches now in the year. We're not even a full like halfway through the year yet too, and that's the crazy part. But still, that's a pretty good, that is a pretty solid number. Here we go, we got LA Knight in control here. Well, who takes the L in this match, or are there going to be some shenanigans? Because remember, that was a whole thing with Shinsuke. He was kind of targeting both of them, I think. I don't know. It was a whole situation there. I gotta say, the qualifying matches that we got for the lead up to Money in the Bank were really good, so I can't complain. Oh, counter, counter, counter. Okay, I like how they're really focusing in on the center of the ring right now. I love that. Again, it's the little production-y bits that just get the nerdiness to flow with. Oh my god, how bad is this rain out? I'm gonna pause this for a second because this rain's insane right now and I don't like it. Oh my lord. Okay, so we've got fireworks and thunderstorms, or at least really bad rain at the same time. Well, that sounds completely productive. Okay, we're back into the action. This is a weird situation on our hands. I see they're in a season of like experimenting with the camera angles a little bit. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. That was great though. I loved how they just like got like that whole sequence right there, kind of like right in the middle of the ring. That was awesome. I loved it. I heard that. All right, we got a suplex, Aleister Black for the cover, and a 2 count. LA Knight's fighting back. This is just so counterproductive. Why do we have fireworks and rain going on at the same time? Oh my god, this is insane. Oh god, okay, focus on the match. Okay, that looked a little interesting there. Okay, that was something else, people. Okay, so they both kind of took each other out of the match, and they both went over the top rope. Okay, so there was a lot that happened after we got back to the commercial break, but effectively, Aleister Black went for a springboard moonsault. Got some good air on that, too. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Aleister Black with the counter. Did I mention that I like went through like weather spotter training like last month? Yeah, it was like a few weeks ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. So I am an actual like weather spotter now. I'm in my side quest era. All right, LA Knight looking for the really cool elbow. Oh, but okay, Aleister Black had the boot up, but LA Knight stopped himself in time there. Look at that, look at that. Aleister Black landed on his feet there. Why are we doing fireworks when it's like torrential downpouring outside? We have a flood advisory. What? I think the fireworks are finally done. I think, for now. We're approaching 4th of July. I don't trust anything. Please protect the pets. He just caught Aleister Black. Oh, that's great. Oh, God, this is a good match. Oh, no. Is Shinsuke lurking? Oh, no, there's Seth Rollins. I thought Shinsuke was lurking again. Come on, Seth. We were having a good time. He's trying to take out everybody that's in the match, I think, from what it's sounding like. I don't know. Because apparently everybody's in the building. But this is interesting. Oh, Aleister Black just stopped Seth right there. We were having a good time, Seth. We were having a good time. And there's Braun Breaker now. Oh, and Bronson Reed just went after LA Knight now. Okay, well, this kind of makes sense if these are the guys that are kind of like leading SmackDown, sort of, because they're trying to take over SmackDown. And well, Aleister Black hasn't lost a match yet, technically. Like, he hasn't been pinned or tapped out. And well, LA Knight's one of the key people on the show. But this is interesting. Weren't we just saying how we would like to see a Seth Rollins LA Knight feud? I think you were just saying that at the beginning of the reaction. Okay, but since Seth is kind of running around and just destroying people tonight, does that kind of mean by default that he loses tomorrow? I still think LA Knight's gonna get that briefcase again. 3's a charm. It's the LA Money in the Bank. It makes sense. It adds up. Some things just don't need to be that deep, okay? Okay. And, yeah, well, before the interference and shenanigans went down, we had ourselves a good little match here. So just for the match alone, before the shenanigans kicked in, I'm giving this a big old thumbs up because I quite enjoyed this match. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Well, it looks like King and Queen of the Ring are coming back, so that's exciting. All right, everybody, we've got the 6-woman tag match. We got Giulia and Stephanie kicking things off here. Very interesting given that, well, they had their fair share of run-ins at NXT, had the whole champion versus champion situation as well. And yeah, this is gonna get interesting. I think out of everybody in this match, I'd like to see like Naomi win the briefcase. I think that could get a little interesting. Or Roxanne even. I think that'd be a wild card pick. Or even Alexa. And that's the tricky part because like any of these 6 would be great with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Deep down, I hope it's Naomi though. Oh, we got Stephanie and Naomi now. This is interesting. I like how everybody just like went right in there just to prevent like anybody interrupting Stephanie. Rhea's going after Giulia. Alexa's going after Roxanne. This is a trio I didn't know that I needed with Alexa, Stephanie, and Rhea. Again, it's just the right amount of freshness on the show. God, and like Stephanie's got like 2 matches tomorrow between the Worlds Collide show and Money in the Bank. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Oh, here we go. We got Alexa now going after Naomi. Well, Naomi's been crushing it. She's been absolutely crushing it in this role here, like with all the character development and everything. She has been knocking it out of the park, although I was just getting a little concerned last week with the whole situation with Bianca. That was a little concerning there. Oh, Alexa just took out both Giulia and Naomi. Oh, there's Roxanne, though. See, that would be a good little feud, too. Roxanne versus Alexa. I could get behind that. I could kind of get behind that at some point. I don't know how it would happen, but I'd like to see that at some point. They've had some interaction so far. Alrighty, everyone, we're back from the commercial break. We got Naomi and Alexa in the middle of the ring here. Well, not in the middle of the ring. They're in the corner, but you get where we're going. And again, the fans want Rhea in this match. Uh-oh, there goes Naomi going after Stephanie now. Alexa's trying to get the tag into Rhea. Oh, there goes Rhea. Yep, Rhea's clearing house now. Again, like the fans are still very much into Rhea. There is no other way around it. I mean, just listen to that reaction right there. Just when she's doing like literally anything in this match now. She's just going in there and just clearing house, and you love to see it. Oh, yep, there goes Naomi breaking things up. There goes Stephanie with the drop kick. There goes Giulia taking out Stephanie. This whole match is just becoming unglued. Alexa's got Giulia. Oh, Roxanne just took out Alexa there, but Rhea's right behind you. Oh, headbutt. Uh-oh. Oh, Roxanne with a counter. Did you just see that counter? That was great. That was awesome. Well, the fans are not on their best behavior right now, and that's why the audio was cutting out. I would agree. This is awesome. This match is really picking up. Oh, Naomi didn't take the tag. Oh, no. Naomi's like, you're on your own, Roxanne. Poor Roxanne. Listen, the crowd got really into this match here towards the end. See, like, even though we don't have to agree with it, Naomi's strategy is pretty sound. She's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with any of this. I'm not taking any damage before Money in the Bank, because that's going to be a brutal match. Like, she knows what she's walking into going into Money in the Bank. So I think this is Naomi's 5th Money in the Bank ladder match for what they were saying, and then Alexa's going to be at 4 in this one, and she won one of those, so kind of keeping that in the mix. But I think this is a lot of people's first Money in the Bank ladder match, which is going to get very interesting. So overall, I quite enjoyed this matchup. Again, like, we've only got 2 people that have previous Money in the Bank ladder match experience under their belt, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs up. I quite enjoyed the match, and we'll see what happens at Money in the Bank. Okay, so they were at commentary, and well, now they're not. They've got the Wyatt's tape thing. Okay, we're tying this back to the tag team division. Oh, okay. This is interesting. That was interesting. So they're really going to test the bonds of these tag teams, and well, they're kind of on shaky ground. And well, we have all the tag teams backstage with each other now, as if they're not all fighting each other. This is giving off like spooky movie vibes. See, the Street Profits understand the assignment here. This is why they're the tag team champions. Oh my god. This is giving off like B-list movie, like horror movie vibes. Like just kind of this energy. You have like this group of teams here that you know that they're not going to get along, right? And it's like, come on, we need the full-blown, like, horror movie here. It just writes itself. But no, the Wyatts were onto something, right? Because it's like the Brotherhoods are going to be tested and whatnot. And if we go back, of course, to some NXT lore, then it's like, of course, Gargano and Ciampa, they've had ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs and all that good stuff. And then, of course, well, Fraxium, well, they kind of just, you know, they just started teaming up together and stuff. But I mean, like, you know, they're kind of a put together tag team. I mean, they've been a tag team for a little over a year now, but still, the energy's there, right? So it's like, they're trying to really push these teams to the absolute limit, and I'm kind of here for it. I want to see what happens moving forward. I like how they justified the Wyatts being involved in the tag team division. I think it makes a lot of sense. And it's like, okay, they're going to push these teams to the absolute limit, and I am here for it. Like, of course, not just in the ring, but like the psychological factors too, right? And, you know, it kind of ties into everything. So this is going to be interesting because, I mean, again, like the tag team division on SmackDown is just stacked, like we just keep saying every single week. And yeah, this was great. What did Paul Heyman just say? Okay, sorry, I kind of like skipped the last match because, well, we're short on time this week. But Paul Heyman, you're a jerk. Leave the people of Bakersfield alone. Dude, I'm so sick and tired of this group on our stories this week. This is what, like the third or fourth time they've showed up today, and I'm just... They're not even on the show. Like, this isn't even their show. Punk's gonna show up at some point, Paul. Like, he's gonna come back. Roman's gonna come back. He just sounds like a bitter ex right now. It's just sad, Paul. It's really sad. The Vanguard of the future. I mean, Vanguard's an investment company. I'm noticing a theme here. A group of people leading the way in new developments or ideas. Okay, that adds up. Oh, God. Seth Rollins does not need the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like, he just doesn't. You forgot the H and the 5 W's and H, Paul. Thumbs down for that. I'm using my journalism degree. Oh my God. So basically what went down was that there was the tag team match with Andrade and Penta versus the Creeds. And, well, Seth and company, they just had to come out and ruin everything because we can't have nice things around here. So Seth and company, they've effectively went after pretty much everybody except for El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano. We're going to put that in air quotes, right? Because anywho, they effectively went after everybody in the Money in the Bank ladder match at this point. And that's how we got to this spot here. All on his own. Like, he's got two other people in Paul Heyman. How is he propelling the industry into the future on his own if he's got three other people with him? I'm all confused, Paul. Anyway, remember when we were, like, talking about math briefly earlier with LA Knight and that promo earlier? Paul needs to take some math lessons because I don't understand what's going on here because 4 is greater than 1. I think it started echoing. Wait, who's coming out now? Oh, Cody's coming out now. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, who's coming out here now? Oh, dear God, we still got this whole mess coming up with Cody and Jay and John Cena and good old Logan Paul. Oh, Logan Paul. Oh, Logan Paul. Okay, that was kind of cool with, like, the bright, like, lights and everything with Cody. Look at how mad Seth is right now. This man's ticked off. He's so done with Cody. Anyway, I am tired. I am tired, Paul. Oh, God. Okay, well, now we got Cody in the middle of the ring now. I had to jump forward a minute, but it looks like Seth's holding everybody back. These two got plenty of history. It's almost like Seth's kind of become the thing that he never, like, that he never wanted to be, right? Like, I don't know. Okay, well, Jay's coming out here now, so we're gonna be a minute before Jay comes out here. People are fed up of Jay on the internet, and I'm like, listen, the dude's on the Minute Maid cartons now, and he's making these core memories with the kiddos like this right here. Like, isn't that what it's all about? It's about making the core memories, whether you're a kid, an adult, etc. Lord, I'm already fed up with Seth's group, and they've only been on this show for one night. You know, maybe we had a nice little switcheroo, though, from the Bloodline shenanigans, because, well, now we have the Seth shenanigans. We gotta workshop that a little bit, but I think we're on the right track. Well, Seth's just out completely, and so now it's just Cody and Braun Breaker. It looks like Braun Breaker's walking away, too. So we'll get back to this whole situation here with Cody and Jay and John Cena and our good pal Logan Paul. Oh, God. Y'all, I'm at the point where I can't watch Logan Paul by myself at this point. I just can't. Y'all are the adult supervision that I need, and I am a ripe 29-year-old teenager at this point. So I clearly need adult supervision. Alrighty, lovely people. Well, after that whole situation right there, we got Jay and Cody in the main event with the final words before Money in the Bank. Cody, we've got a lot to talk about. How do you do, fellow kids? Cody said the thing. We all know how I feel about Logan Paul. I like everybody else involved in this situation, but my God. Listen, Cody, his goal was to ruin wrestling, and I think he's well underway with this one if he's teaming up with Logan Paul. Oh, here we go. We got John Cena coming out here. This is gonna get interesting. Dude, that segment last week was beyond confusing, and I'm still lost and confused from what happened last week. I just love it. They're doing the whole John Cena sucks chant. Oh, he doesn't even get like a colorful little nameplate or anything. That's fantastic. It matches perfectly with the Tron. I just now saw this. I am just now realizing this. I think he's got the Lakers colors going too. Listen, I mean, if I had to pick my top 3 teams that I cheer for in basketball right now, it's got to be my Cleveland Cavs. Poor Cavs. Just, we don't talk about that. The Indiana Pacers that have clearly won me over this year, and, well, the Lakers because, well, LeBron's out there. And I mean, growing up, I remember my dad was really into the Lakers too, so it's kind of been like, okay, cool, they're kind of ingrained in me at this point. We know ball. Alrighty, people, I got my remote control ready to go for the mute button when Logan Paul shows up, if he shows up. Oh, Cena's taking off the title now. He's not even showing it. He's not showing it for the camera necessarily. Oh God, he's pointing at the ring announcer. I like how he even gets a special ring announcer. Just like special ring announcements, I should say. Oh yeah, I just realized that SmackDown's up the road for me in Lexington, Kentucky. I just remembered that. I keep getting the ads for it on Instagram. Oh, there's our good pal. Oh no, Cena just got Cody with the title. Remember how Logan Paul and Cena were not on the same page last week, like whatsoever, at the end of SmackDown? That's why I can't trust this whole situation here. Can literally anybody else just use that move that Logan Paul does? Because I would say it's a cool move, but it's Logan Paul doing the move. What is he doing? We don't need that close up on Logan Paul. Like, just nobody needs this. All right, John Cena's got a microphone now. Now that, well, Logan Paul and Cody are in the ring. Oh no, you get that. Somebody please get that. Oh no, Logan Paul's holding the world title. This is disastrous. Oh. I'm in pain. I'm in actual pain. I'm in pain. You know what? This is a nightmare. No. No, he is not taking that anywhere. No, he is not. No. This is a disaster. That is a disastrous image right there. Nobody needs Logan Paul as world champion, and the world championship does not need Logan Paul. Remember how disastrous his first run with a title was with the US title last year? Yeah, we don't need that again. The humblest? No. God. Somebody save us from this prospect of Logan Paul with a world title. Literally nobody needs this and nobody wants this. If you want this, then I have a lot of questions. Literally nobody wants this. No, do not give that man a microphone. Okay, I thought he was gonna want a microphone for a second, but we're getting Cody and Jay back in the middle of the ring because we can. Well, Cena did the you can't see me thing, so that was cool. That didn't even look like a punch, that looked like a slap, and it sounded like a slap. What was that face for, Logan Paul? What was that? Like what was that? Well, we've got a Money in the Bank briefcase that's looming around as of tomorrow, so I'd be a little careful about that. I see what they did there. I see what Cena did there. I see what he did there. Listen to the people, listen to the people, listen to the people. I'm not a loser. I don't feel like I'm a loser. Do not put this into the universe. I don't want to be in a timeline where Logan Paul's the world champion. I can't. If that ever happens, we are doubling down on Logan Paul. If we haven't already. Oh, this is a cursed image right here, my dudes. This is a cursed image to close things out for Money in the Bank. I'm in pain, friends. I'm in actual pain. Alrighty, lovely people. We're going to keep the short, sweet, and to the point. Overall, this show, I'll give it a thumbs up. I particularly enjoyed the Bakersfield Brawl tonight with Zelina and Piper. I actually really enjoyed it. I was really entertained by it. And I also enjoyed the Aleister Black and LA Knight match up until, well, the ending of the match when Seth and company just kind of ruined it for us. I did like how they seemed to acknowledge the past history with Seth and Aleister Black. I checked on X kind of like, in between everything, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because Seth was kind of like basically the reason why Aleister's eye is kind of all like messed up and everything. So I like that little bit of continuity. It's the little things that I can appreciate. But yes, Seth and company, they were all over the show because they can. And I did like that opening bit, and I liked all the stuff kind of throughout the show with the Bloodline, because we're kind of getting that evolution moment where maybe Jacob, like, you know, kind of realizes that, yeah, it's time for me to get out of this little group here. So I'm wondering if anything's going to go down at Money in the Bank tomorrow. I'm sure something's going to go down at Money in the Bank. Speaking of Money in the Bank, wow, that was a lot in one sentence, pretty much. Leave your predictions down below for Money in the Bank, just because I want to know who you think will be walking out with the briefcases, who's going to win between Lyra and Becky for the women's IC title, and of course this tag team match that we've got on our hands too. Again, just, oh god, that's a cursed image with Logan Paul and John Cena, with Logan Paul with a world title. Just absolutely cursed image there at the very end of the show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.